So here is the dart all sewn. We're going to be ironing it flat, and then we'll be joining the back pieces together on the crotch line. We're going to sew using 1/2 inch, but not all the way. We're going to leave about 1.5 inches down there, as you can see. Then here is the front pieces with the pocket sewn. I pinned the upper part of the pocket, I closed the pocket bag, and then I also pinned the sides just to hold it in place for the meantime. So next I'm going to be cutting 2 pieces for the zipper fly. So I'm marking 3 inches here. I'm going to cut that out. We'll be needing 2 of this, 3 inches wide. So for the length, I made it 7 inches. So I'm going to place it and cut the second one. Folded it in half, and I'm going to iron that flat. Please do not curve yours, that is completely unnecessary. I don't know why I did it. Just leave it the way it is. So I'm going to place one of the pieces on the right side of the, so this is the right side of the front leg facing up. So I placed one of the pieces I just cut on it. I'm going to go and sew using 1/2 inch, and we'll be back. So here is the left leg of the front piece. So I'm placing a zip on the crotch side. So the zip is facing the teeth. The right side of the zip is facing the right side of the left leg, and then I'm placing the piece we cut on top of it. So I'm going to go and sew them together like so. So I'll sew down and stop around 6 inches. So this is how it should look. So here are the front pieces all sewn. This is the one with the zip. This is what it's looking like, and then this is the other piece. So I'm going to place them on top of each other now, right sides together. I'll arrange them properly. I'll go and sew the crotch down, stopping a little above where my zip stopped, and I'm not going to sew the crotch all the way to the end, just like we did the back piece. I'm going to leave about 1.5 at the end of the crotch. So I arrange them properly, and I'll go and sew. So after sewing, this is what we have. You can see I didn't sew all the way to the end. That part is still open. So this is it on the right side. So I'm going to arrange them properly, making sure everything is sitting right. We're not forcing anything to go and meet anything. So I'll turn it back like this and go and sew the other part of the zip on the other piece of the front. Does that make sense? I'll align them properly, make sure everything is relaxed. Then I will go and sew the zip on the right hand or the right leg of the front piece like that. So here is it, all sewn. This is what it's looking like on the right side. So next we're going to go and make that curved line you normally see in trousers. But first we're going to make sure that the other flap is not sewn. So we'll open that out of the way and then make the curve. I will use a chalk to draw the shape so that when I get to the machine, I'll just follow it like that. So after sewing it like so, I will now tack it down on this down part like that. Put the two together and tack. So after that, I'll place my front and back pieces on top of each other. I'll go and sew them by the sides using 1/2 inch each. After sewing, I will iron both sides down to make them flat. You can see the trouser is taking shape already. So, have you subscribed to this channel yet? If not, please click on the subscribe button. It means a lot to me. Also, give this video a like if you are still watching. It's going to help others see it as well. What am I saying? Give this video a thumbs up if you are still watching. And please subscribe. Thank you. So after ironing the sides, this is what it's looking like. And then I am turning it to the wrong side. So this is the wrong side now. I'm going to pin the in seams together.
Started as a whisper, message from a new world I'd never known. Something about it felt like it'd been waiting my whole life. Is this home? I can hear each sound calling my name, and I feel angels around when I start to sing, and suddenly it feels like heaven is so far away. Tell me, can you hear the symphony? Panic, panic, I can't help but think that it's meant to be, that I'm finally right where I'm supposed to. If I let you into the secret, would you listen? I can hear.
So next I'm going to be marking the knee round measurement divided by 2 on that knee line, and then the ankle round divided by 2 as well. I will connect like so and just follow it like that all the way to the crotch. Let's say 1/2 inch or 3/4, 1/2 inch. So I'll do the same for this leg. Mark the knee round divided by 2 on the knee line, and then the ankle round divided by 2 on the ankle line. I kind of slant it out on the hem so that it helps with the folding later on. So I'm not marking exactly 6 on the very bottom. So I'll take this to the machine and go and sew on those lines, joining both legs together. So I've sewn that. I'm going to take it back now and go and pin the remaining parts of the crotch, making sure the seams are aligning, and I'll sew it down really tight. You need to adjust your machine settings at this point to make sure it's really strong.
Started as a whisper, message from a new world I'd never known. Something about it felt.
So next I'm marking the band. So I'm marking 4 inches. The band is going to be 4 inches wide, and then the waist I'm working with is 24 inches. But I'm going to make the band longer than 24, let's say 30, so I can trim off the excess when I'm done. Obviously we need more than 30, but I'll make it 30 for now, and then trim off whatever I don't need later. So I'm marking 4 inches here. I just cut out the entire length of the Ankara, and this is the 30 inches point I'm marking. I'm going to be ironing a medium weight gum stay on top of it, and I will be folding it in place. As you can see, we have 4 inches now, but our band is going to be 1.5 at the end of the day. So you'll see.
Supposed to. If I let you into the secret, would you listen? I can hear each sound calling my name, and I feel angels around when I start to sing, and suddenly it feels like heaven's not so far away. Tell me, can you hear the symphony? Can't be for too long. I found where I belong. I can hear it, I can hear it. Oh, I can't stop the rush. Every note.
So next I'll be folding 1/2 inch on both sides, after which I'll still fold it in half. So I don't need this other part without the gum stay. I'll be trimming that off later, so ignore it.
Started as a whisper, message from a new world I'd never known. Something about it felt like it'd been waiting my whole life.
So I want to turn it like so, and sew using 1/2 inch. on this end. Next, we'll be cutting the strips to make the belt loops. So I marked 1.5. So I'm cutting out 1.5 inches wide on this strip. I think we'll be needing about 6 belt loops that are around 4 inches each. So I just cut these strips here. I'll fold them the same way I did the band and sew them down. So half inch, and then fold again in half. I'll go and sew 2 down. So here are the strips I'll be using for the belt loops. I'm going to be cutting them out 4 inches. So I measure 4 inches and cut out, and measure another 4 inches and cut out. So next I'll be pinning the belt loops on the trouser. So I'm placing this one on the fold where the pocket fold on the inside is sitting. I'll do the same. I'll pin it at the same level on this other side as well. Then I'll pin one on the side seams, both left and right, and then I'll pin another at the back dart. So both dart points at the back, I'll pin one belt loop on each of them. And you can also pin on the center back, but I think I didn't do that here. You can do that. I do that sometimes. So next I'll be pinning the band as well. So this is the part that is closed. I'll trim off that excess zip, the zip hanging on the upper part. I'll trim it off. So I'll pin the band like so, the trouser in between it, all the way to that point, and then I'll close it the same way I closed this other side in the beginning. So I'll pin them and sew them down. Then after sewing, I will come down by ½ inch, sew the belt loop down, and then fold it over like that. And here is it all done. The waistband and the belt loops sewn in place and looking clean. Oh my god, they are looking so clean. So I'm going to fold the trouser this way, same way you will place it while ironing. So I'm going to iron it. We're about to fold the hem, but it's important that you iron it like this first in order to get the accurate length.
Started as a whisper, message from a new world I'd never known.
You guys, I'm not a pro at this ironing, so ignore if I'm not doing it right. I just need it flat so I can get the length.
gonna be that I'm finally right where I'm supposed to.
So now that it's flat enough, I'm going to measure from that point all the way down to the length that I'm working with. Then I fold it under like so and iron it flat. Then I'll take it in. So this is just to help with the folding. At this point you can use hemming gum to gum it down, but I will be hemming it with the sewing machine. So after folding it in like this, I will still iron it, and then I'll take it to the machine and fold the other edge ½ inch in on the inside and hem it down. Just basically the way you will hem something, fold something. Yeah. So after hemming the down part, I also went ahead to add a button to the waistline. And that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Every